What's up, guys? Big Red Belly here. Been a minute since I made a video. I've not been procrastinating, but I've decided to, when I do have free time, I've been either working out or watching TV. I just haven't sat down and spent the time to make a video in a while. And I mean, I definitely have the time in the day. It's just work and school, and then there's like a 5-hour period in between where I do jack shit. But yeah, I'm trying to get back into it, so that's why we're back. I'm gonna upload this, I think, the 21st of March, I think. I'm recording it the night of the 20th. Or it might come up 20th. It's not really relevant who the fuck is watching this. But I wanted to address the Eagles. Obviously, a lot of off-season moves, roster changes, and I just want to get into it. Let's start with the offense because it's much easier. We lost Mekhi Becton, and it is a big loss because he's such a good run defender. He's huge. Jeff Stoutland University really coached him up. He's a guy that fits the Philly mentality of he was down after the Jets. Everyone called him Big Bust. He then takes that, makes it his brand, wins the Super Bowl, has some awesome pancake blocks, is a very large factor into the best offensive line in the league last year in winning the Super Bowl. A big reason Saquon was able to have some of those absolute home run runs, and it's going to be hard to lose him. We traded him. I guess we can just immediately. Actually, before I say what we traded for, quick shout out. We lost. Not shout out. We lost. We traded Kenny Pickett for some pick or whatever. DTR. I don't really give a fuck. He's ass. And we also lost Kenneth Gainwell. Thank you for the Super Bowl. He's funny. Not he's funny, but his fans are funny. And we got AJ Dillon, who's got huge quads, so that's a good thing. But going back to Mekhi Becton, and it kind of leads into the defense, we traded C.J. Gardner-Johnson for, I think his name is Kenyon Green. I'm not 100% yet. He's just too new to the team, who was a first-round pick not too long ago from the Texans. And again, I do believe Jeff Stoutland can coach him up. I think Jeff Stoutland can create any offensive lineman into at least passable. And when he's in a line with Jergy, Mulata, Lane, Dickerson, like he just doesn't have to be completely dog shit. But yeah, obviously we lost CJ. And I think it's mainly to open up cap space because we're eventually going to have to pay these guys. And I think we're kind of getting ahead of that now. I'm just going to name off the people we lost. We released Bradbury. At least he got a Super Bowl. I won't forget the holding, but I also won't forget the great season he had. Before that, we released Darius Slade. He got picked up to the Steelers. Hope get his money. I think it's a guaranteed $10 million contract. We lost Milton Williams. He got hopefully not overpaid, but he got paid by the Patriots. Go get your bag. We lost Oren Burks, who I thought we could have paid. I think it's 2 years, like $5 or $6 million, to I believe the Cardinals. And I wish we paid for him because he was really, when he slots in, because Nakobe Dean is hurt and you don't hear his name too much except when he makes a play. That's really good. I mean that he played the role well, and he's a very important part of why we won the Super Bowl off that amazing defense. I'm in a parking lot right now. I don't know if you heard that beeping, but it's gone now. Irrelevant. Let me keep going. We also lost Josh Sweat, older guy, to the Cardinals as well. I like Cardinals, so I think he's going to look cool in that uniform. I hope they're good. And, again, get your money. And I think that's it on the who we lost. A lot of people were freaking out, saying we lost too many people. It's not going to be the same defense. I think we really underrated how deep this defense was. At least I did. Like, the levels on levels on levels is unbelievable. Oh, I guess I before I keep going and just glazing our defense, we did also unfortunately lose BG. What an amazing career. I got a little emotional seeing him get emotional in his presser. It's funny to see Jalen get a little goofy. That was awesome. And it's cool to see the 2 Lombardi trophies on his right and left as he talks about his struggles in the beginning and his eventually great career with the Eagles. I believe he will be a Eagles Hall of Famer. I think he should be. But speaking on, again, the new guys that are going to have to slot in. I'm speaking directly to BG. I think I keep saying speaking on. I think it just because I think it makes me sound smart, or at least in my head. I just realized I was doing it. I'm sorry. I'll stop. But Brandon Graham being a mentor to Nolan Smith, and I think Brandon Graham is at least going to stay around for at least a bit, just because that's what these football players do when they retire. All they've known for years, over a decade, is football. So it's hard to immediately go cold turkey on it. So I think he's going to be a great mentor for Nolan Smith, and because he also had kind of those struggles in the beginning of the year, but in this latter half of this year and in the playoffs, he's been fantastic. He's very fast. So having a guy like BG there for him is amazing. And I'm just going to run down who's still in this defense. Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, we already said, Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Reed Blankenship. We re-signed Zach Bond. That's the biggest signing. Not CJ Gardner-Johnson. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and Mojo Ojoro. God, I can never get his name right. Ajomo. That dude is I think he's gonna play a lot of minutes for us coming forward. I think we need to, and the fucking edge rusher we got from the Giants, who also has a very complicated name, but he's good. If he can stay healthy, I mean, that fills our edge rusher, which was going to lead me into saying, I think we need one more corner or one more safety. I'd be fine with one or either. I like Sidney Brown. He's big, and we'll see if he can do on safety, but I think we need one more corner because we usually run a 2-corner, and then Cooper plays the nickel. That's where he thrives, just making plays for the run game and also kind of that intermediate stuff. He's not exactly a stick-with-you, one-on-one man coverage guy like Quiddian and Slay are better at. But if we can get one more corner or just... Oh, yeah, I forgot we also lost Isaiah Rodgers. He would have been... If he could have... my dream was for Rodgers to slide into the Quinyon Mitchell role and Quinyon slide into the Slay role, because it was most of the time the defense would have a too high safety, just kind of blank at the top. That's the entirety of Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio is still the defense coordinator. Forgot to mention that. He's unbelievably smart. Vic Fangio, the defense, you basically have a too high safety, blank at the top, and then just stop everything in underneath and then tackle good. And obviously it worked unbelievable. But a lot of that was covering one side of the field and then usually leaving one guy one-on-one. That was usually Slay, and it was also Mitchell. So I guess the dream would have been Mitchell to slide into the Slay role and then Isaiah Rodgers, but obviously we don't have that happen. But I believe that we can draft who we need to draft. I believe in Howie. He already, I think, filled the edge rusher position already pretty well. And again, we also extended Saquon. I'm just thinking of all the moves we made. But yeah, I mean, I think this defense is going to be really good. I would say my biggest worry is not the defense. It's not the O-line. It's not Saquon getting older or anything like that. I think it's the offensive coordinator position. I want to see how... I've heard that we're kind of going to, offensive coordinator by committee. We're going to have a bunch of guys inputting, which I kind of like. I kind of like the idea of that, of, the run coordinator, the pass coordinator. They're all kind of going to combine and then work together. I think that could really work. It's better than Brian Johnson. Not Brian Johnson. Is it Brian Johnson from 2 years ago? He was not very good. And, yeah, in the comments, tell me what you guys are thinking about the Eagles. I'm excited for the season. And, again, I'm happy that we won a Super Bowl. At least we're not San Francisco, who is losing all their guys, these guys that have been staples of the team, and they never won one. That sucks for them. We won one. Fly, Eagles, fly. Other than that, I am going to start New Artist Every Day again. That should be on the docket. And also, I'm not going to make a video about the Sixers, but I do want to shout out individual players such as Adem Bona, Justin Edwards, and of course, Quentin Grimes. He has been on a heater. If we somehow can ship off Paul George, that'd be so awesome. Re-sign Grimes, maybe. If we can somehow get off these Embiid and Paul George contracts and really build around this young core, that would be awesome. And it would also be awesome if maybe Joel Embiid can get healthy and then be a 70% shell of himself. I think that is enough to bring this team into Super Championship contention. If we also get a high pick and get off Paul George. There's a lot of ifs, but at least we have McCain, Maxey, and maybe Grimes in the future to look forward to, along with Justin Edwards, who I liked a lot, and Adem Bona might be a really good backup center. That's about all I got. It's kind of a long video, but kind of not my welcome back, but I am back. And subscribe if you want to. I'm going to talk about Philly. I'm going to do the new artist every day thing. If you also want to go on a journey with me and discover a new artist, not every day, but it's just what it's called. I think I have 10 parts out if you want to go check those out, and have a good day.